The Democratic Alliance is choosing a new provincial leader for the Western Cape today. Former MEC Bonginkosi Madikizela and MEC for Infrastructure Tetya Simmers are in the running to take over from Alan Winde. The winner is likely to become Premier of the province after next year's elections. The party is expecting over 1,000 delegates to attend the Congress in Cape Town. That Congress is currently underway. Jaco Londt is the DA Provincial Chair. He joins us now live. Jaco, thank you so much for making time for us this afternoon. How are things going there at the conference so far?
No, it is the vibe is amazing. We have 82% of our delegates that made the journey, registered, voted this morning, and the first half of the day is done. Voting took place between 7 and 9 a.m. this morning, so the results are now under lock and key until it gets announced later. And then we had the address by our outgoing provincial leader. Our federal leader spoke as well. I did my chairperson report. We did our constitutional amendments just before the break. And we have some in-house reports as well, our finance report, our ancillary reports, the Inveo Academy report. And then we will have our premier candidate speaking as well. And then we'll have the announcement, our incoming leader, and we'll be done for the day. And had a proper Congress run on time and in a good spirit.
And you are not contesting for the position?
Yes, I was blessed not to be contested, so I would like to believe that that was a testimony to the work that I did in my first term. And it also takes a little bit of stress away that you don't have to worry too much about the results being announced and just enjoy the amazing vibe we have here today.
Mm-hmm. So far, is it still MEC, the former MEC, Bonginkosi Madikizela, and the infrastructure MEC, Tetya Simmers, that are contesting the position?
Yes, so for the top position, it is Bonginkosi Madikizela and Tetya Simmers. I mean, the delegates are blessed to have two quality candidates to choose from. And there was a robust campaigning, and they put the offer to the delegates. So we will then see what the outcome is. But also there are other positions. I mean, the City of Cape Town Mayor Jordan Lewis was elected unopposed as the deputy leader, myself as the chairperson, and then we have a finance chair. But then we have 3 deputy chairperson positions that's contested by some very strong candidates, whether it's an MEC chairperson of portfolio committees in this Cape Town, mayor, etc. And they also have 4 additional member positions that is also hotly contested. I think there's 12 or 13 candidates running for that. And that is the composition of the Western Cape PEC, all of those individuals elected.
Yeah. What kind of a leader would you say the DA needs right now as these individuals are contesting for this position, especially given that we're heading to these national and provincial elections next year? Well,
both of the individuals contesting for the leader position, they've served in that position. So the delegates know what the strengths and the weaknesses of each individual. I may have my personal view, but whoever gets elected, I will work together with that person to ensure that we continue doing the good work in the Western Cape. Now, we also clearly split party and state. So my role as chairperson and the executive that's elected with me, we are responsible for running the machinery of the organization. We do not get involved in the governance side. And we need to ensure that we have every single member of the party, every structure part of the party in the Western Cape focused outwardly, carrying our message of good governance and continue to give that hope for the rest of the country as well. So whoever gets elected, they will form part of a team. They will be the person that gives the vision, but we will rally behind whoever that is and make sure that we continue delivering the way we have done and building the organization and ensuring that people register. And I think that's something important that voters, not just in the Western Cape, across the country, need to realize, that next weekend is a critically important registration weekend. And unfortunately, it seems like there's more and more people that are staying away from their responsibility to vote. And there are thousands of people that died for the right to vote. And with the trajectory of the country not the way we want it to be, people need to step up and say, listen, let me take ownership of my own vote. Let me take ownership of my household, of my neighborhood, and encourage people to register and then vote so that we can maybe get that change in this country that we so desperately need.
Yeah. And what are you doing as the DA in the Western Cape to try and get people who are eligible to vote to come and register next weekend, particularly young people? Because it's not just going to take the IEC and their campaigns. They're going to need a lot of help from the political parties.
Well, the great thing is we're not just starting now. We have started our campaigning months ago. All of our structures have rolled out campaigns. We have registration surgeries, new developments. We approach youth organizations so that we target the first-time voters, but also there's massive semigration. People vote with their feet as well, and this province is working. So a lot of people moved here. So we need to ensure that they are re-registered here. We retain this province, but also so that we convey from our side the message of hope that it can be the same in your province. KZN can be the same as the Western Cape. Gauteng can be the same. And we have a real chance of taking over national government, us and the coalition partners or the pact partners that we've got.
Jaco, thank you so much for making time for us. Jaco is the provincial chairperson of the DA.